All right, guild battle time. I need water. So first things first, check out the boss. Boss is King Slime. All right, so it is immune to poison, darkness, silence, stun, fatigue, fog. It's immune to enfeeble. Interesting. Immune to stop as well, and immune to both defense downs. So no defensive down. We do need Diamond Sigil break in this. All right, defense changes based on Force Gauge Slime Festival. Calls for allies with the King Slime calls for backup whenever they have no allies while the Force Gauge is active. Use of the ability depletes the gauge. Gotcha. So you have to continue to. So this is very similar to the oh, what fight was it? That was summoning the ads, and you had to beat up all the ads, and then you could beat the thing in the middle. It was during the beach event last summer. Yeah, I can't remember. It might have just been the Tonberry thing, but I don't remember what it was. Anyway, not relevant. But it's basically the same thing, right? Basically the same thing. So you just have to kill the ads, and then once the ads go down, you're able to knock out the main guy. So obviously, area of effect lightning damage would be good here because it's probably going to have defensive, like high defense, while the other allies are up. So you'll have to knock out the other ones. So things like Tifa's crystal gloves. Obviously, the new lightning weapon for Sephiroth is a great option, right? For this specific fight, because it's definitely something that you want to see. You want to do some debuffs on, some magic attack and physical attack debuffs. I imagine it's magic focused. Although Royal Crush makes me think that it might be physical. We'll have to find out. Diamond Sigil, X Sigil. So Red 13's looking like an option as well, right? Because Red 13 has the option for Silver Collar to take out those lightning or those Diamond Sigils. Also has Seaside Collar to lower lightning or the lightning resist, which is a great option as well. Obviously, his new banner works great here, right? Unsurprising. All right, so we do the same thing with this guild battle as we do with every guild battle, which means we're going to go through and delete all of our parties, and then we're going to start from scratch. Go to the buff, go to auto formation points, and boom. We've got Cloud and Glenn. Cloud and Glenn. And then gear obviously is everything since the Ever Crisis Academy stuff, which is unsurprising. That was before Ever Crisis Academy, wasn't it? Wasn't this the Easter stuff? All right, so first things first, we want to make sure that we're able to deal with the sigil break. So the Diamond Sigil break characters that we're looking for are going to be characters like Matt, who has Nautilus Spiral, which is a really good option. The only reason why Matt is not one that's on my list immediately is because Matt doesn't have a lot of magic damage focused support. He really only has Luminary Blade, or Luminary Sword rather, and that increases fire potency, which doesn't do us any good here. Also takes 3 casts to get the magic attack all the way up, so not really what we're looking for. Even though Nautilus Spiral is great because it comes with the effect of, you know, doing the Diamond Sigil break while also lowering lightning resist. It's not a preferred option. I guess for me it probably is. Maybe Matt's just my healer in this. I know that I typically don't like to do like any defensive options for the first fight. I don't mind you know, queuing up a healer here. We probably just do Daryl Platis, huh? Let's do Vanquishing X just in case we need to get rid of something. We'll do, I don't actually know what damage type this is going to do. It said Royal Crush, so I'm going to assume that there's going to be some physical defense here. We'll give a heal plus here just in case there's some physical or some single target damage. Okay, and then magic attack all allies. We're looking for magic's focus damage specifically, right? So let's do this one because it has buff debuff extension. And then let's do attack all allies. We'll do buff debuff here as well. And then maybe just magic defense just to mix it up a bit. We can always we'll fart around with this as we build and play with it, right? But let's see how that looks. All right, so for lightning damage specifically, if we're looking for area of effect lightning damage, there aren't a lot of options in the game for magic specifically. Sid is one with his Dragoon Lance, also has lightning resist down as well in an area of effect, which is pretty strong. Tifa and Sephiroth and Aerith all have AoE lightning damage abilities that are not very strong, but they exist, they're there. Sephiroth also has the Dragon Quest lightning damage weapon that is obviously limited, but you're able to utilize that as well here if you've pulled on the Sephiroth banner. That's gonna be very helpful. Ideally, Sid actually solves a lot of the thinking process for me, because Dragoon Lance kind of solves the problem, right? Because this does really solid AoE lightning damage while also dealing lightning resist down to all of them, right? But this requires a bit more investment than I've gotten it. I think you need to have this at OB6. Yeah, OB6 for mid to high. So yeah, it's not ideal for me in particular, but if you do have Sid available with his Dragoon Lance at a higher overboost level, nothing wrong with this, right? It is immune to Enfeeble, which is kind of Sid's shtick. Like, this is really the only other thing that Sid does besides lightning resist down. So that's kind of a bummer, but you know, food for thought, it's there. I guess I'm probably just using Tifa here, eh? So then we'll just do Lightning Arcanum. Obviously, like I said, if you don't have Tifa's lightning stuff, you can always use Sephiroth here. I went through every character except for the right one. You can always use Sephiroth here. Vincent obviously works as well. Vincent's just not area of effect, or doesn't have an area of effect option. So just keep that in mind. You're gonna have to use single target, and that does change things a bit. It'll make things a little bit more difficult, likely, but we'll see. Well, and they are doing a collaboration with Final Fantasy XIV again, so hopefully keep your fingers crossed. That's all I'll say. I doubt I won't, you know, get my hopes up, but also I'm hopeful. So she's gonna be my primary lightning damage dealer, so I'm gonna give her all of my lightning potency stuff. It is X sigil, so that means we want this here. All right, and then for this, it's pretty simple. I'm gonna use this one because that'll get her lightning potency up to a decent spot. Oh, that's right. She already was working with 2 weapons. I completely forgot about that. She actually needs more magic attack. So this will be Electro Cannon then for sure. Oh yeah, great. That's actually perfect. So now we just want more damage, right? It's just more damage. So I would just give her this, I think, because I think that's going to give her the highest stats. Yeah, it gets her to 55 points of the magic ability potency on the dot with magic attack allies, which gives her a bit more damage. I doubt the attack weapons are going to be better. Not even close. Yeah, not even close. Okay. No, it's never been rerun. No, it hasn't. It hasn't. Yeah, that's why I'm kind of hopeful with the Monster Hunter Final Fantasy XIV collab again. Maybe that means that there's an opportunity there for another collab with Ever Crisis. But again, I'm not going to hold my breath. But, you know, never say never. All right, so right now, what are we rocking with? We have our Diamond Sigil Break. We have Lightning Resist down. We have lightning damage. We have AoE lightning damage. Right now, what we don't have are enemy debuffs, magic attack buffs, lightning damage buffs. So we're looking for specifically magic damage up and any kind of debuffs that we can get. If we're looking for an area of effect for magic damage up, Red 13 has Brilliant Collar. Not really going to be what we're looking for here. Crystal Cross for Yuffie is single target. Flower Vase for Kate Sith is single target. Scimitar for Sid is single target. Sephiroth's weapon actually works here, ironically, because it does a magic attack buff, low to mid. Not great, obviously, but like it's there, and also comes with a physical attack debuff, low to mid. So maybe that's good enough. Well, we could run Protector's Blade in the main and Pandemonic Sword rather in the offhand. Let's try this. He's obviously going to be our secondary DPS, so I'll give him this. None of my lightning potency past that has been good, if I can be totally transparent. Like, look how low this one rolled. Oh, this was one of the, never mind, that's one of the Final Fantasy 6 ones. That shouldn't even be in my inventory still. I should have sold this by now. That's not even a good materia. So I'm probably just going to give him magic ability potency instead, like magic attack instead, because I haven't used these yet. Circle Sigil, that's not what we need. We need X, right? Gotta have at least one X. All right, so lightning potency, right? He's gonna be pretty weak in this, and he's also gonna be pretty weak in magic attack specifically, so anything that has 62 magic attacks is gonna be pretty strong. Let's check lightning potency here. Oh, perfect. Yeah, right off the rip. That's exactly the kind of thing I'm looking for. And then Crow Familiar actually might help me out too. Honestly, with an OB0 weapon on, 11,000 magic attacks, not bad. And then last option here, probably just attack and lightning potency. I don't think we need to worry about magic ability potency at this point. Level 4 is fine. I could put this to 130, and that would give me the last 2 points that I need. You know what? Honestly, I don't mind that. With the 52-point weapons, I don't mind using the new currency on these. And this is going to be used for my lightning builds anyways, so I'm just going to do it. Don't do this at home, by the way. Don't be me. This is not worth it. But that gives me a 65 exactly, and that tickles my brain. So we're gonna leave it. Okay, I think that's our build. We've got magic defense up. We don't have physical defense up, but we do have physical attack down. We've got AoE lightning damage. We've got AoE lightning damage. We've got single target lightning damage. We've got lightning resist down, diamond sigil break. Let's assume that this is good enough, and let's go to no mock battle and see how it looks. Obviously, I have no idea what to expect here, so don't expect me to be like an expert at this from step 1 here. We're gonna learn it together. Hello, Mr. Slime. All right, turn it off auto battle. There's the first one. Interesting. It does have an extra, it does have like defenses up. Wait, why are you doing that? Did it freeze? Oh, it's gonna, oh, it cast twice? You see that? That's new. It does do defense down. It's dead here. So, okay, so it does do defense down. I didn't see magic damage attacks, which means Darrow Platis is definitely not needed, right? We definitely don't need Darrow Platis for this fight. So we're probably looking at switching Darrow Platis out. Let's go to stage 5. We're probably switching Darrow Platis out with Centipede here, which is a pretty easy swap. Same effect, just costs 1 more ATB, but gives the physical defense increase, right? I think that's it, right? I don't think we need anything else. You know what's hilarious about this? Man, it eats me every time, because you remember how I bitched about that Yuffie banner and that Watch of the Hunt being like just the weirdest weapon to give to Yuffie? And I still haven't gotten it, by the way. This is a featured weapon, and I haven't gotten a single copy of this weapon yet. It does physical attack decrease and physical defense increase. So like, this is actually super useful for this fight. Like, and it's AoE lightning damage too. It's AoE magic lightning damage with the debuff that we need and the buff that we need. So like, Yuffie's actually great for this fight. Like, actually great for this fight. Because she also has lightning resist down with that wind slash, which is awesome. So yeah, it's pretty funny. She also has exploit weakness for your entire team. That's actually what you would run in the offhand. So yeah, if you have Yuffie with Watch of the Hunt OB6, you could do Watch of the Hunt OB6 and then the guitar in the offhand instead of Sephiroth. That would actually be awesome. And actually perfect for this fight. I'm gonna struggle with this, I think. Seems likely. But let's hop into it and see how much damage it does. That's gonna be the real answer, right? So we do want to try to conserve ATB as best as we can, but like, it takes too long to summon the things. So we're better off just like hitting it once at least, just to not waste ATB. And then let's do this to put our defense up. I don't know. Okay, so it does take quite a bit of damage. I wonder if Tifa's better off just hitting it with a single target attack here. To just knock these things out. That's probably it. Gotta try to change these targets. Oh, I hit the wrong button. Come on. And this should take it out. Not quite. Come on, give me the loud attacks, please. I'm begging you. No? Alright. Yeah, the blow away. Okay, so this isn't very threatening, right? Like, we're not taking a boatload of damage here. I stand corrected. Matt's getting his ass kicked. Stand corrected. Oh, wait. Whoa, 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 whoa. What are you targeting there for? Oh, man. I am not going to do enough damage to these sides. Because, like, this isn't actually doing damage to the boss. This is the end of the fight. Interesting. Look at that. I didn't even kill this side with that. Oh, we were in defense mode. Never mind. Never mind. That makes sense. That's amazing. That's tough. 3%. It's gonna be like that, huh? Ooh, buddy, that's gonna be tough. So I feel like I have to use Sephiroth here because I need the debuffs to keep my characters alive. I might switch Tifa out for Vincent. This will be an interesting test. I wonder if it was hitting our lowest HP target. Because Tifa had more HP than Matt and Sephiroth did. It's still hitting Matt. I wonder if it's a different stat. Maybe like a defense thing. No, now it's hitting Vincent. Maybe it's like switching around. Man, the damage is just not there, eh? Something I need to be better about too is using Sephiroth's ultimate weapon, because he just keeps this active the whole time, right? I should have used Vincent's by now too. We definitely survived this. This isn't gonna do shit. Undertaking, welcome in. So I think the answer for me then is either I have to lower myself a stage, or I just need to focus on the King Slime and just ignore the rest. Because obviously 2% is not going to cut it. Let's see what happens when I single target the mid and just ignore the sides. This is where I hit the wrong button. Oops. This is where Sid actually comes in handy, right? Because his AoE lightning damage, or lightning resist down, is pretty solid here. Interesting. So the slimes on the side do magic damage. Yeah, I was gonna say, like, here would be the spot where we would use, like, the lightning resist down on the sides, but we really don't have to do that, right? Because we're not gonna get any extra score for it, so who cares? Just use the heal here, just make sure we stay alive. So the damage it deals and the damage that the sides deal is pretty consistent. So you definitely need a healer. 7% is way better. Definitely need a healer for this. At least some kind of a heal, whether that's an AoE cure slot or something. Which just reminds me how much I'm so sad that Sid is not good. But yeah, so that's the answer for the stage 5 fight for specifically builds like mine, right? Like, if you have good AoE lightning damage, like Sephiroth's weapon at a higher overboost, if you have stuff like Red 13's lightning damage increase, that's going to matter a whole lot. Obviously, Exploit Weakness will help a whole bunch. But, like, if you don't have good area of effect lightning damage, taking out the sides is almost not worth it. It just takes too long, right? It just takes too long. I think if I had Yuffie at a higher overboost with her Watch of the Hunt, it would be a little bit different, right? But, like, even if I did that, which is fine, I lose out on my magic attack buff too, right? And that's also part of this too, right? My buffs are actually weak in this fight because I don't have a good magic attack buff here. I guess, yeah, probably it would be okay. I guess we don't need Diamond Sigil Break anymore. Is the truth of it, right? Yeah, because I think the OB11 still does low to mid. Let me confirm. The damage isn't good, but we knew that already, right? The damage isn't good, but like the buffs and the debuffs are nice. And she can do lightning resist down as well, so you can give her the Wind Slash, which does the lightning resist down. So it's definitely usable for sure. For sure. It's not useless. Right. That's more likely. I keep saying the Wind Slash, sorry. Yeah, that's more likely. It's the Exploit Weakness weapon. Sorry. Yes. If I was building it out, assuming that we have, let's say assuming we have assuming we have Sephiroth's outfit, just for fun. I guess I wouldn't do that, right? Never mind. Let's say assume I have Vincent's, right? So we're building out Lightning Vincent and then Yuffie. So Yuffie would have Watch of the Hunt, and then she would also have the Rocker's Guitar. Aerith would be on the team specifically for magic attack buffs and lightning resist down. So Terror Rod, 2 limited weapons, hoorah. But so now we have magic attack buffs, we have lightning resist down, we have AoE lightning damage with physical attack down and physical defense up, we have exploit weakness, and then Vincent would just be all DPS. And that's what that would look like. So Aerith would be my buff and debuff, my buff and lightning resist down. Yuffie would be my physical attack down and physical defense up with exploit weakness for the team, and then Vincent would just be dealing all out DPS. That's how I would do it. Yeah, it's gonna be fun to play around with this one. I'm not really sure what the answer is. It doesn't do enough damage to really be super worried about. Like, as long as you have a decent healer that does, like Bahamut Rod is great for this fight too, right? Because it does a physical defense buff with an AoE heal. And honestly, Bahamut Rod's probably the better option because it gives the ATB as you're taking damage. So for me, I'm still using Sephiroth as my instance of magic attack up because it's just the easiest way to do it in this particular fight. This also helps with my ATB as well. That's a bit more damage now. Yeah, so this is the guild battle, and we're also running through we have a Dragon Quest event going on right now. I forgot to use Sephiroth's attack here too. That's my bad. I don't think we try to defensive stance that. I think we just keep it going here. So these second slimes that come out are a lot stronger defensively. I'm not gonna switch to defense mode at all. We're just gonna keep it going. Interesting. Am I actually going to get to the diamond sigil? I am. It doesn't matter though. You see that? We're gonna have it broken well before that. Interesting. So this fight went way differently. I definitely did less damage though. I did this backwards, but it doesn't matter. Fascinating. Probably just because I was focusing on the sides with Vincent instead of hitting the mid. And maybe I just let Sephiroth deal with it passively. Interesting. Yeah, this one I'm gonna have to fart around with a little bit. But I think we're onto something with this one though, right? The other one is obviously a bit more free-to-play friendly because a lot of those weapons are featured weapons and that people probably have access to. If you have options for AoE lightning resist down, like the Dragoon Lance or Terror Rod, duh, I'm using it. Hello? If you have options like that to do AoE lightning resist down, that does make things a little bit easier. Obviously, like I said before, if you have Sephiroth's weapon at a higher overboost level, this is a probably easier fight for you. But, you know, it is what it is, right? There are options. There are plenty of options.